have an alternative in mind, please do propose it.
Oh, there's another merchant.
Don't be shy.
Trolls
Have a
report more
gander at
activity
the
among the party,
finest
Mrs. Smart.
stock.
Preparing to march, I wager. Seems that way.
Ah, you found your way. Good.
Having expected to find this place, I'm trying to get into the tower. What are you doing here?
I thought I'd scout ahead, check for any nasty surprises, of which I found a great deal.
And what did you find?
Shades, death, harpers, flaming fist, and this, of course, and the makings of an alchemist's workbench. Ingredients, too. There's a recipe I'm trying to replicate. Something that might help you. That is, if you're still going to help Wulbren and the others.
Of course I am.
In that case, you'll be very pleased to learn what I have in store for you. A new type of smoke powder. All the bang and boom of the original, but with an extra surprise. I call it the Brilliant Retort. You'll need it if you're going to survive this cursed place. You'll need it if you're going to get into Moonrise Towers and help the deep gnomes taken prisoner there. You'll need it if you're going to save Wulbren.
That was your mission.
Let's call a thing a thing. A deep gnome won't get far into the Absolute's orgy of evil. We already learned that in the Underdark with those sadistic Dwergar, didn't we? It's doubly true in this place. You, on the other hand, have proven resourceful in such infiltrations. I'll do my part according to my talents. And you, I hope, will do yours. The Brilliant Retort will aid you. Thus, I will make it.
Sounds good, but I haven't forgotten you promised me.
Nor have I. Everything in its due course, First, the Brilliant Retort. Then, Wulbren. Then, your reward.
Anything I can do to help?
Unless you've got access to a 300-year-old Tempusian apothecarial almanac? No. But that's for me to worry about. You do whatever it is you do. Some of us are counting on you.
Stop shouting!
I'm not shouting.
Wulbren, you fool.
I need a quick word. Your move,
Oh,
Maul.
Raphael. Isn't that the
You
devil?
trapped me? I didn't even want to take this one.
Kalimshan rules, dear. The first piece touched is the first piece moved.
That's garbage! No matter where the night goes, I'm gonna lose it!
Then make the sacrifice useful. Guard your Mistra, or come for my Cyric.
Look who made it! For once, I saved your butt out there, didn't I? We're square now, Chief. Say, do you play lance ball by any chance? It's my first time playing.
The keen gleam in Moll's eyes reveals the lie. She knows the game well, and she wants to win.
Always laid a fine trap for you, Mole. It looks to me like his Cyric could be dethroned.
Break the game with some sleight of hand. He's so fast.
the Calamsham rules.
Brava. Lovely work. I see I was right to make you the offer I did. You will consider it, won't you? What a lovely specimen she is. A blushing apple begging to be plucked. She cheated, of course, but that's half her charm.
Just bugger back off to the hells, would you?
Hell is wherever I take it. I just call it hope, remember? But don't you worry about Moll. It goes without saying she still has the unconditional freedom to choose the only option she has left. Besides, I do enjoy being in this neighborhood again. It has such a rich history of abject tragedy. And tragedy, my friend, well, there's my bread and bloody butter.
Stay away from Moll, you hear?
She won. She has a taste for it now. She'll be the one who comes to me. But enough about my lesser pursuits. Why bother with trifles when I'm in the illustrious presence of my very favorite client? Tell me, oh apple of my eye, how have you been? You don't have any gills to get green around yet, but you do look a little worse for wear in this light.
You know, I've never been better.
Splendid. And yet, I have this picture in my head of you tossing and turning in the middle of the night, thinking strange things, dreaming strange dreams. And there's this little voice inside of you asking, is this my will, or is it the worms? But you have no answer, and no way of knowing. The good thing is, though, there's only one little voice you really should listen to. Mine. See you soon.
Don't like him at all.
Patrols report more
trinkets and
activity among the
doodahs.
cultists, Mum.
Hiss! I say hiss!
Imitation has.
I see. Yes, perhaps you're right.
What's your name?
I call myself His Majesty.
Good. I like if we could have a civil discussion.
Fine.
Have you heard anything interesting around here?
Plenty of pointless banging about. The only highlight was when the cleric here promised me a bit of milk that is yet to materialize. My conclusion? She's a liar.
How'd you get into
It
this
was
place?
quite straightforward. I slinked.
I could use someone like you in my camp, John.
I'd rather die.
Okay. Goodbye.
What I won't do is send any more of our
Premium trinkets and doodahs. Nice strategy back there. If we put our heads together, I bet you and me can make a tidy stack of coin in Baldur's Gate. But Raphael's offered me a partnership already, and it seems like a sweeter deal than throwing my lot in with you.
Persuasion.
I'm joking. I kind of believe him more now than I did a minute ago.
What exactly did he offer you?
Protection for me and my kids, that's all. Not that it's any of your business. I'm not poking my nose into whatever trade you made with him.
He's just trying to tempt me.
Looked like he was doing a pretty good job. If I had to deal with gods and worms in my head, I'd make a deal with anyone. Look, you saved us. Not knocking that. But after you left, Zevlor lost his nerve. Gave up the fight. I won't. Now there's no grove, no coin, no one taking us to the city. I'm not letting my crew get eaten by shadows. Maybe I'll make a deal, maybe I won't. But it'll be my choice, not the devil's, and not yours.
Alright.
Wonder if I could con some gold off that cleric.
Roland. Suck this dude.
There's another bottle of Arabellan Dry back there. Put it on the bar, then piss off and leave me alone.
Jaheira said we should serve drinks, but that we shouldn't serve drunks.
Jaheira didn't save your ragged little tail from the cultists. I did.
Want to talk about your sorrows instead of drowning them?
I'd rather drown than talk to a sanctimonious prick like you.
Okay.
If you're here to save the day again, you're a little late this time.
Heard about the attack in the Shadowlands. I'm here to help.
Oh, sod off! I'm only here because you helped me and my family. I was ready to cut and run back at the Grove, but you had other ideas. Carl and Leo are taken in by your crap. You convinced them to play hero, and now they're gone.
Do you know where they are?
Dead for all I know. Or in the cult's tower with the others who were taken.
If they're alive, I'll rescue them.
They're my responsibility. You go save the world. Or your own arse. Or whatever it is you do. I'll fix this.
Okay.
Here we go. What's that?
Rebel now. Journal script is antique, dude.
Premium trinkets and doodahs.
What I won't do is send any more of our people into the
But its pages look like they barely age. How much longer must I languish here? I hope to be in Baldur's Gate
Well,
a 10-day
my
ago.
coin is on you.
But that
Just do your
blessed
best,
toll
alright?
house keeper won't accept my papers. When my father hears about this, he'll be furious. There's something odd about this village. People sulk around like they've something to hide. The shrines to the moon maiden seem ill-tended and barren. I hope to learn more about Kendrick Throm, the village leader, but talk of him seems to put people on edge. I'm not sure I can bear another hour of this lonesome place.
I missed that! Awesome!
What I won't do is
Don't be
send
shy.
any more of our
Have a gander at the finest stock.
Who's this dude? I don't know if I can talk to him. Like, why are you moving so fast? Like, chill.
This place is awesome!
Oh, you're the one I saved,
so
right?
much stuff!
Or no, I don't know. Whatever. Who's that?
If you have an alternative in mind,
One of
please.
the harbors.
Premium trinkets and doodahs.
Oh, that chick. Talk to her.
Oh, you're all right. Thank goodness. I was worried they'd got you too.
I heard what happened. That people were taking the Moonrise.
I keep replaying it. Over and over in my head. They lined us up like dogs. Asherak was with the kids, telling them it was going to be all right. Maybe that's why they picked him. Told him to kneel. They took his eyes first. Then his tongue.
Jeez. Seen a lot of nasty in my time, but that sounds among the worst. I'm sorry.
It just never stops. Roland, of all people, saved us. He said he stayed in the grove because of you. And I'm damn glad of it. Without him, well, none of us would be here.
Roland isn't happy with me.
Can you blame him? His brother and sister are gone. He's dealing with it as best he can. We all are. How do you do it? How do you keep going?
I'll do rogue.
That sounds quite freeing. But I don't have that option, I'm afraid. You've done so much for us already. But I have to ask. The others might still be out there. If they're not dead, they're in Moonrise. And gods have mercy on anyone in that hell's pit.
Sure, they're fine. Probably being held for questioning. Don't worry, I'll find them.
Thank you. If anyone can manage it, you can. Just be careful up there, all right? I can't handle anyone else dying.
You got it. I might as well talk to her now.
Please, be welcome. Have a drink. To your very good health.
I'll do this one.
She is anxious for you to drink the wine first, and it's an anxiety you recognize. Not every knave prefers a blade in the ribs or arrow in the back. Some prefer poison.
Medicine. Why not?
You perceive a faint hint of cloth grass, a herb that is said to elicit the truth. Jahira smiles at you knowingly.
It doesn't spoil the taste, if that's what you're wondering.
I'll say that's fine.
No, but it does leave the subject paralyzed. Whatever comes after, I would have you standing on your own 2 feet.
Alright, I'll drink the wine.
Bottoms up.
Oh. Everyone disapproved.
Well over a century old, and yet it hasn't lost a hint of flavor. Still not quite so sure about you, though. People tend to lose more than just flavor when illithids get their hands on them. I speak from experience. There's an air about you. Something alien. Answer me true and do not lie. The parasite is changing you, isn't it?
Yes, the parasite's giving me powers I never had before. It's changing me for the better.
Look around you. Good men, good women. Stranded here, 2 feet in the grave. If we're to survive, I have no choice but to trust you. Can I?
Trust doesn't matter. I'll get the job done. That's all you need to know.
I have every reason to be cautious. I've traced people like you. People with parasites in their brains. All the way here from Baldur's Gate. The cult of the Absolute is spreading through the city. Quietly, quickly, and with unsettling deliberation. We tracked them to this ancient village, only to be faced with a man we killed and buried over a century ago.
If he's back, perhaps you should have hit him harder in the first. Who is he?
General Ketheric Thorm. Remember that name. He's the leader of the Absolutists. He was a Sharan once. Took to building an army of dark justiciars beneath this very village. Alongside the local druids, we made it our business to see him deposed, dead and buried. But he's returned. Not only does General Ketheric Thorm live again, it seems he is no longer mortal. He has become, in fact, invincible. We met him on the road here, commanding an army of the Absolute, intent on destroying Baldur's Gate. I put an arrow through his eye myself, only to watch him pluck it out like a splinter. He healed right in front of me and chased us into the shadows. Things looked hopeless, but experience has taught me that no matter how bleak things look, there's always hope. You are that hope.
You think I can kill him?
Not immediately. Protected by your artifact, you can infiltrate his forces at Moonrise Towers, posing as a true soul. Find out what it is that makes him invincible, so we can strip him of his advantage. Once Ketheric is without his shield, the sword, together we assault his tower and put a final end to this blight.
You want to make use of my infection? I want to be cured of it. So I'll be doing one second.
Any cure starts with understanding the disease. Whatever magic Ketheric's using to control these tadpoles, it must be at Moonrise. Until then, we keep drinking wine when we meet.
How to reach them? The towers are surrounded by shadows.
You're not our only secret weapon. Isobel, a faithful cleric of Selûne, and a light in the darkness. She cast the moon shield around the inn. It's the only reason we're still alive. She's upstairs in her chambers. Tell her I sent you, and she'll see you through the shadows safely.
Right? Have a gander at the finest stock.
He still won't speak. Just keeps going with the bloody song.
Nothing of use on his person.
His original writ of duty, signed by Eltan himself. Fella must be one of the very first Flaming Fist.
He must know something. Let's not give up on him yet. We believe the cultists have taken Duke Ravengard to Moonrise Towers. I don't suppose you found a way in.
Not yet. What's with the fellow in the cot? Are you Flame Fist just going to stand around here? What's with the fellow in the cot?
Isabel cleared this place, and he just appeared. We think he's staying at the inn when the curse fell, which means he's been trapped inside for a century. It beggars belief he's alive at all. Hopefully, he'll come round. Tell us something useful about getting through the shadows. Right now, he seems to have little more to him than a refrain from some song or other.
What can you tell me about Isabel?
Cleric of Selûne. She's got a room upstairs if you want to meet her. Just don't interrupt her while she's doing whatever it is that keeps this place shadow-free.
I'd like to talk to him.
Wouldn't we all? I'm not even sure he's fully conscious, but feel free to say hello. Maybe a new face will inspire him. Unfortunately, I won't be here when he comes around. I'm heading to Baldur's Gate to seek reinforcements. The Council sent a carrier pigeon with news that the city has been dealing with absolutist attacks. The Steel Watch is holding strong. I'll request that Lord Gortash send some of them to aid in the fight against Moonrise. The curse won't harm them.
You know the name Gortash, a councillor with considerable influence on Baldurian industry and politics. But he is no lord.
I thought he was more than a counselor.
Lord Gortash is the man responsible for the creation of the Steel Watch. It's no wonder he earned the title. The Steel Watch are the future of warfare. Gondian automatons that can be sent into battle without risking any lives, except those of our enemies. Lord Gortash had only completed work on the prototypes before Ravengard and I left for Elturel, but even they were formidable. With the Steel Watch at our backs, we can storm the tower whatever Ketheric throws at us, I'm sure of it. I'll do my best, but there's every chance I'll fall to the curse or the cult before I reach the city. Don't count on me and assume no aid is coming. Work with Jaheira. That Harper's mind is as sharp as her blade. Follow her guidance. Farewell. We'll meet again, God's willing.
Alright, I think I gotta use Helson now, right? For the sleeping guy. Let me go talk to him. I'll bring him into my party for now. Oh, I gotta talk to Will. Talk to him first.
A blushing apple begging to be plucked? Raphael's angling for the girl's soul.
Try to learn, but show him lesson.
She's stubborn, yes. Bold as a lamb cavorting in a lion's den. But as ambitious as she is, Mole's no fool. One way or another, she'll see there's no winning Raphael's game, and she'll walk away.
For her sakes, I hope you're right.
You've seen what happens when a bound soul reaches for freedom. I can't imagine what cruel penance Mole would pay if she were ever to resist that fell bastard.
They also have taken your father to Moonrise. Florynx confirmed it.
Then we know our mission. All roads converge at Moonrise.
Can we trust Florynx?
I was 11 when the Councillor spotted and slayed an assassin who stalked father from the shadows. I was 13 when she brought word of a goblin warband advancing on Rivington. Her keen scouting saved 100 lives that day. The Councillor's loyalty to my father is beyond question. She's as steady as Tyr's heartbeat, as upstanding as the Sword Mountains. Father's at Moonrise Towers, and we need to save him.
Cloud must have some reason for taking your father, but what?
They want violence, they want control, they want Baldur's Gate. Who better than Grand Duke Ravengard to surrender it? Who better than the commander of the Flaming Fist to dismantle its defenses? They will infect him, and the city's guardian will become its ruin, unless we put a stop to it.
It's Moonrise then. We can't let the Absolute take Grand Duke Ravengard.
We can't and we won't. The shadows be damned.
Alright, Gil, I gotta let you go.
How
for a
can I
sec.
help? I question the wisdom of that decision, but so be it. I'll be here in the meantime, idling away the hours.
Shadow curse is upon us. As foul as I remember it. Perhaps even worse. But with the Oak Father's blessing, we may soon see it banished from these lands.
Do you know how the Shadow Curse can be stopped?
This land is more than just soil and rock, root and leaf. It is a living being, in the form of a young fey boy, with the forest itself in his eyes. His name is Thaniel. I've met him in my meditations, but since the curse was unleashed, I have not felt his presence. He is its prisoner, I fear. And as long as he remains so, his domain will lie in darkness. But if we can find him, we can break the curse. If you learn anything of the Shadowfell, or of a boy with the forest in his eyes, find me at once.
What should I look for exactly?
I can't be exact, unfortunately. Time and the Shadow Curse won't have been kind to any traces that would have been left behind. A living witness is unlikely, I'll admit. But perhaps there'll be an unliving witness, or some lingering echo of what we seek. Don't worry. If you find something, you will know it.
I have to ask, how much do you know? How will the grove fare without you?
Hopefully. I've chosen a successor as first druid, Francesca of the High Forest. I sent a bird to summon her.
What about the others, Raz perhaps?
Wrath has promise, but he's not ready yet. The Grove needs experience and a strong hand. The Grove needs to move beyond the mistakes of the past. What it needs is an unknown quantity. An outsider who can enforce the Oak Father's teachings without bias. This is why I chose Francesca. She will restore simplicity and purity to the Grove in my absence.
Sounds like the grove will be in good hands then.
Indeed.
Seems like you feel responsible for this Shadow Curse, huh?
Well, there's hardly anyone left to share the responsibility with. Few who witnessed the fall of Moonrise still draw breath. What Ketheric Thorm unleashed is not something that nature can undo by itself. I must do what I can. I studied the Shadow Curse for years, but to truly understand it and stop it, I must reach its source.
Kind of an easy throwing your title. Won't even miss being first druid.
Miss it? Oh dear, no. It's a terrible burden. Takes you away from nature and forces you to deal with others' problems and personalities. Be wary of anyone who actually wants such a role, I say. Likely they don't understand it, or they have ill intent. I'm just glad to be out here amidst the Oak Father's creations.
I have to ask, how do you know so much about the parasite?
I studied one up close. Closer than most would care to be to those things. A drow attacked me and I defended myself. Afterwards, I was able to examine the tadpole that emerged. Hideous, but fascinating. Like nothing else in nature, I'm glad to say.
These lands must bring back bad memories for you. I hope you're still faring alright with this.
It's not easy, seeing the ravages of the Shadow Curse. But your camp is a most welcome solace. You've shared your fire with me, your company. A small pocket of light against the darkness. But one I couldn't do without. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're too modest by far. What fate would I have met without you? Rotting in the goblin cells? Dying against an onslaught on the Grove? More good has been done since I met you than in 100 years before. Words cannot express my gratitude.
words needed to understand how you feel.
Yes, I think you do. Forgive me. Sometimes I forget myself, gazing on the beauty of nature's creations.
Still feeling at home here? The surroundings are less bucolic, I understand.
I'd rather the shadow curse didn't linger just beyond the campfire. But your company more than makes up for it.
Okay. Can I recreate
Oakfather's
it?
blessings to you.
Alright, I guess. Wait. Draw the moonrise. Yeah. These flames. Okay. Gal from Isabel, Clark Isabel. Okay. I don't know why I can't recruit him, but whatever. I'll just give Gal
How
back.
can I help? With pleasure. Lead on.
May have to talk to talk to the person that's sleeping on the bed.
Right here.
Listen. Flame colour. That's your name, isn't it? Art colour? I'm Fistular.
Nathaniel and me climbing up a tree.
We need you, sir. One of our own's been taken, a Grand Duke. You might know something that could help us bring him back. We found him out in the shadows, just wandering. Nothing survives out there for long. Don't know how he made it, or where he came from.
This is no physical ailment. It is a spiritual malaise. The man's mind has been gripped by the Shadowfell, yet it has not broken.
I heard the name Nathaniel from a friend of mine, Allison.
Really? Could you bring him here? You'd be glad of the help, wouldn't you, sir?
Can he hear you?
You hear me, don't you, sir? You might not be able to answer, but you hear me.
What's wrong with him?
A century locked inside a Sharan curse will do things to a man. But you're not alone, sir. We're here with you. And I'm sure you've got relations, maybe some long-lived friends even who want to be seeing you.
Let me have a look at him.
If you know how to get through to him, don't hesitate.
To his present condition.
The patient is physically well, but psychologically detached, dissociated from himself.
He's been in the Shadowfell. All memories will have been stripped away. We need to remind him who he is. Some personal effects, maybe?
Lost in the shadows all this time. He must have left some part of himself behind. Something we can use.
Look closer. There may be something you missed.
His fingertips sport calluses and toughened skin, as if from manual labor, or playing a stringed instrument, perhaps.
Did you already check for personal effects?
This was in his pocket. He doesn't seem to have any reaction to it now, but he held on to it for 100 years anyway.
Do you know where you are, Flame Culligan?
If he does, he isn't sane.
Is that a parchment in his pocket? Don't be shy. Have a gander.
Where's that? Oh, right here. Read. Assign the art color. Again. Rank Flame. Objective to obtain information about current activities in Miraz Towers and in environs, headed by Kenrick Thorm of the region's ancestral Thorm family. Orders: take lodging in the last light inn and begin investigation in the local house of healing. Reports indicate corruption, but no corporation has yet been obtained. No, the region's Storm family are long-standing devotees of Saloon. But rumors indicate a Sharon enclave might be gaining momentum. Investigating report. Signed Grand Duke Elton. Okay.
Wonder what he found.
Of the Shadow Curd. Okay. Go back to camp now.
You wish to speak?
There was a flaming fist that last light. The curse has left him insensible, but he's muttering about a boy called Thanel.
He is? Then I must see him. Insensible or not, he knows something. I will go to see him at once. Join me when you can.
Oh, okay, I guess I don't need to recruit him.
Premium trinkets and doodahs.
Alright, now Helson's coming. Good.
Hear me, Moon Maiden.
That sounds the bell.
Daniel and me are climbing up a tree.
It's true then. He's met Daniel. There's no other way he'd know that name. This is just what we needed. Well done. We need to wake him. He must know something about where to find Daniel.
Any ideas?
If he was able to escape the Shadowfell, then it mustn't have managed to consume his spirit. Well, not all of it anyway. We need to unlock whatever's left of him, inside his head. There must be something to trigger him. A word, a memory, an item. We just need to find it.
There must be another way to lift the curse.
Without Daniel, no. And I don't know how I can find him without speaking to this man.
I'll see what I can do.
I don't deserve you, my friend.
Premium trinkets and doodahs.
No traps, please.
Isabel. Oh, what are you doing? There.
This is easy. We should open our own place in Baldur's Gate. Yeah, we thought so. I thought maybe we could just do it ourselves. I don't know. I don't think more.
More harbor people, okay. Cement here. Sealant, analyze. Ever since I returned, there's been a felt in me. I feel it in my very lungs. I can't get it out. It will never out. This death that reeks within me. There are some things even the Moon Maiden cannot heal. There are some things she would never accept in her devoted. I should never come back. Alright, yeah, I don't see anything over here. Go talk to her. Milk bowl. Let's talk to her.
I didn't realize I had an audience. The true soul who's going to save us all. I'm Isabel. Pleased to meet you.
And you? I've heard you're a protector of this and the banisher of the shadow.
Myself and Our Lady are doing what we can to hold the line. I hear you and your tadpole will be our offense. Free from the Absolute's influence, yet able to walk among cultists. It's Almost too good to be true. But I'd be a poor cleric indeed not to avail of a blessing when I see one. Let me guess. Jaheira has sent you to beg a protection spell off her favorite cleric.
Take protection from the curse. Nice.
It hurts.
Perfect. It'll make you immune to the lesser effects of the Shadow Curse, which will get you closer to the towers. It won't be enough to protect you against the areas of utter darkness, though, where the curse is strongest. This lantern should, though.
Anything else I should know before heading off?
Ketheric is a frightening man, but you have something he doesn't. Allies worth having. While you're busy in the towers, I'll be sure to... Wait. Do you hear that? Something's wrong.
What's wrong? Oh, who are you? Flaming Fist Marcus.
Hello, Isabel.
Marcus, is that you? What's happened to you?
I've been blessed. You can be too. Come with me, and you can hear all about it from Ketheric himself.
Isabel, do you know this man?
He's a flaming fist. Or was. Came with the others when we created this haven.
And I thank you for your hospitality. True soul, my instructions are clear. Take the girl to Ketheric, alive.
What does he want with her?
What's going on? If you have something to say, say it.
He's trying to kidnap you as well, but you're gonna need to fight our way out of this one.
Pathetic. The Absolute sees all. Your treachery will be punished.
Not if I kill you first.
The Absolute. Of course. You can't believe them, Marcus. Ketheric will never give you whatever it is you've been promised.
He already has. Time to go, Isabel.
Moon Maiden, guide my hand.
Yeah, fight time, baby. Let's go.
Come along, Isabel.
Don't you touch her, you son of a bitch. Trick moon, my turn. Cool. Oh, man, there's a lot of them here.
The dice roll in my favor.
Okay.
You'll make excellent fertilizer.
At least she can heal herself. That's good. Let's take this guy out so we can focus on him now.
General Ketterick wants her alive, at any cost.
Oh no.
Death is but a word away.
What is he weak to? Nothing.
Onward.
Oh, that did a lot. Dang. Nice.
Make way.
The general will be pleased if you go quietly.
Jeez.
All right, time to skulk about. Best be on my way.
What are these weak to?
Focus straight through.
Battle of wits. Step by step.
Mundas volta.
light in that corpse. You should take a look.
If not over, then through.
Isabel, are you all right? I'm fine. Marcus has been with us since the start. They've been tracking us this whole time. And that was no random attack. You were the target, Isabel. They know how important you are. But they don't know about you. Ketheric will strike again. We need you to strike first. Discover the source of his invulnerability. Make him mortal so we can make him bleed. Good luck.
We're in more danger than I knew. If something happens to me, everyone in this inn is dead. Like that.
Marcus Contract wanted to catch you, not kill you. Why?
Why does a man like him do anything? Power, spite, some kind of twisted personal morality. I can understand why he'd want me dead. Without me keeping the curse at bay, everyone in this inn, everyone intent on killing him, is dead too. As for why he'd want to take me alive, I don't know. And I don't want to find out. Now that we have you, I hope I won't have to.
Once I take Countryside, you'll be safe again.
No mercy. For Ketheric will have none on you. End this.
Maybe we should ask someone else.
Who? No one cares. No one but us.
What other sins have you been cooking up?
Out of sight, out of mind. Something good here, I hope.
See what I got from him. Invisibility blur. Huh. Wait, how? Oh, 9. Okay. Let's get a short rest.
That hit the spot.
She did a great job protecting Mom.
Maybe we should ask someone else.
Who? No one cares. No one but us.
God, can I just...
Mole would do the same for any of us. You know it.
How do we get into Moonrise? We can't fight those shadow things.
We could. I beat up those harpies, and they're way scarier than shadows.
You know what Mole would hate more than anything? Bad things happening to us. You've seen what's out there. We wouldn't stand a chance.
You stay put, I'll bring Maul home.
But it's our job to bring Mole back.
Look at him. He's a proper adventurer. And if we got hurt, Mole would be really mad at us.
Fine. But you gotta understand, Mole is family. Bring her back, please.
Seems someone's been skimming our supplies.
Is anyone keeping an eye on those children from El Dorel?
Maybe not, Mom.
Let me just check what was underneath here.
Better not be cursed.
Some cellar? Okay. Survival check. Okay. There's definitely something down here.
Bet I can crack that open.
Alright, here you go, you do it.
Oh, I have the magic touch.
Still breathing, despite everything. Light on my feet. Let's have a look. Right tool will do the trick.
deals spell damage while illuminated by light. By light source, they also inflict radiating orb on the target. Interesting. What's that? How do I get over there? I wonder. Oh, crack in the wall. Hold on. We have to go in here, I believe. Can't get there. Why? Oh, I gotta move this out of the way. That's fine.
Yes?
Have a lot on my mind, and one in it. Very well.
Box stuff.
Elminster's not around, so might as well. With haste.
What to do?
You know what? I might stop here for the day and continue on tomorrow. So I'll catch everyone later. Peace out.